Every time you change your behavior to gain someone's approval, you lose a piece of yourself. Think about that. How many decisions have you made because they felt right? And how many did you make because you wanted people to approve of them? Most people spend their entire lives performing. They change the way they speak, the way they dress, the way they think, the way they live, not because they want to, but because they're afraid of being judged. They want approval, acceptance, validation. And the worst part? It never ends. Because validation is a hunger that can never truly be satisfied. The more you get, the more you want. The more you depend on it, the weaker you become. You start measuring your worth through other people's reactions. A compliment makes you feel valuable. Criticism makes you feel worthless. A few likes make you happy. A lack of attention makes you question yourself. Your emotions become controlled by people who barely know you. That's not confidence. That's dependence. The truth is, if your self-worth comes from other people, it can also be taken away by other people. That's a dangerous way to live, because people change. Opinions change. Crowds change. What's praised today can be criticized tomorrow. If you build your identity on approval, you'll spend your life chasing something you can never fully control. The strongest people understand this. They don't need everyone to agree with them. They don't need everyone to support them. They don't need everyone to understand them. They know who they are. And that's enough. Look at any successful person. At some point, they were doubted, questioned, mocked, rejected. If they had waited for approval, they would have never started. The reality is simple. People will judge you no matter what. If you fail, they'll talk. If you succeed, they'll talk. If you stay small, they'll talk. If you dream big, they'll talk. You cannot control what people think, but you can control how much power you give their opinions. The moment you stop needing approval is the moment you become dangerous. Because now you're free. Free to take risks. Free to speak honestly. Free to pursue goals that others don't understand. Free to become who you were meant to be. Most people never experience that freedom. They spend years trying to fit in, trying to impress people, trying to gain acceptance, only to realize that they lost themselves in the process. Don't make that mistake. Your life is too valuable to be lived according to someone else's expectations. Stop asking for permission. Stop explaining your dreams to people who don't share them. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You don't need everyone's approval. You need self-respect. Because confidence doesn't come from being accepted by the world. It comes from accepting yourself. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. It comes from doing what you said you would do, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody is cheering, even when nobody believes in you. That's real confidence. And once you have it, validation becomes unnecessary. So the next time you find yourself looking for approval, remember this. The people who change their lives are not the ones who are loved by everyone. They're the ones who stop living for everyone and start living for themselves. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to MindForge Deep for more content on mindset, discipline, and personal growth. And remember, the less you need validation from others, the more power you gain over your own life. See you in the next video.